What is going on, Alpha Hunters? The market is rolling on this tubular Tuesday today. I'm gonna check and see. We got some data this morning, real quick. 30 minutes after the market, we'll get Jolts Tuesdays. Not every Tuesday, but this Tuesday we did. Jolts job openings came in at 7.4 million. Forecast was calling for 7.99 million, 8 million. There are for forecast. So yeah, we came in well under that, and prior actually came in at 7.86 million. So yeah, it's a nice little drop there on the Jolts job openings. Okay, so we did see that little squirreliness right there 30 minutes after the market opened. Boop, boop, and then we popped. All right, we had a nice little gap down today to start the day on the market. Gap down roughly 0.15%. A little bit of a gap down, not a crazy one. You can see how sideways we were yesterday afternoon. So, yeah, nice little gap down, nice little quick little drop there on the open. But we bounced back pretty strongly after that first 10 minutes. Well, what was kind of interesting here about 30 minutes ago or so, we had this little bearish engulfing. Huge, high, tall candles here. And you can see we've kind of slowly climbed back into that. So, okay, as far as the Qs is running bullish. Nice little flat open there, kind of a little bit of a higher open, but quick drop there in the first five. But it's been running strong. People have been flowing into the tech area. As Alphabet will start the earnings today after the bell. IWM gap down, not really doing a whole lot. Currently down about 0.6%. Qs are actually up 0.5%. So that's kind of how those are doing. DIA, basically flat right now. Nice little gap down, traded higher. RSP, nice little gap down. It traded higher as well on the open. It briefly, 2 times, got positive there on the day, but currently slightly negative. Not doing a whole lot. Ooh, kind of liking this base right here. Man, I kind of liking this base right here. You could definitely play this either way, honestly, on the RSP. I kind of do like it, and I kind of don't like it. I always like consolidations and playing them bullish, especially like more on general market funds like this, because typically they will go bullish, right? You get the little consolidation like we had back here in kind of early September, and then we just went bullish. So you could definitely play this bullish, but I mean, you could have a stop loss, calculation stop loss down here below this low, and then actual stop loss right here, and then just maybe flip the position if we break these lows here over the past week. Probably not a bad way to go there on the RSP. I like it bullish, but I wouldn't be afraid to flip that position if we break that down either. DIA kind of also has a little bit of a kind of a base action sideways kind of going on here. RSP and DIA kind of having a hard time getting through these moving averages. We'll see here over the next couple of days, but yeah, I mean, I don't think you can go wrong playing them bullish and then just not being afraid to flip them if we break down. IWM trending a little bit bullish here over the past couple of days. Obviously, you can see the nice move yesterday. The only problem is we gapped right back down today. Okay, I'll leave it as is for now. I don't know if I would really want to touch that. You could probably hop on and say maybe, hey, we started moving higher yesterday. Maybe hop on right now. Okay. Qs, this looks pretty good. Honestly, it does look pretty good. If we just weren't right up against tech earnings, which it could go either way today after the bell. And if we do even start to see bearishness creep back in today and sell back down, I mean, I don't know. It wouldn't be the best of looks then. But we do know the Qs has been struggle busting for a while here, and it still hasn't closed higher than this close that we had back on October 14th is the highest close. Basically where I mean, it's trading right now. So, I mean, every time it's gotten above that level, it's obviously come back down, especially Friday, that huge upper wick. Yesterday, gapped up pretty good and sold down. So, today, a little quick flash down to that 10 EMA. Looks pretty good. Looks like it wants to continue higher. Man, I just looking at the trends of tech earnings over the past couple corners, and they just have not been massively confident growth numbers. And it's not like they're going to have negative earnings. I wouldn't expect that in any of the big tech companies because they have so much margin room that it's easy for them to have positive earnings and then not deliver on margins, which I'd imagine that's what a lot of people are going to be paying attention to. Anyways, SPY as well, nice little gap down. You can see this thing starting to kind of underperform a little bit here. Qs over the past few trading days, it has been a little bit more of performing well as people have been a little bit more narrow focused on big tech earnings. But you can see possible a little flag pattern after we kind of had a little bit of a downtrend last week. The way some of these markets look, I do like probably the better look on the RSP, playing this bullish unless we just break this down and then just flip that position. I think another really solid trade is probably just being bearish on the Qs. And you know what? You could probably do that. You could probably be bullish on the RSP, bearish on the Qs, and go something like that because there's probably, I mean, if anything's going to get hit really hard, really hard, it'll be the Qs. Not to say that the RSP would rip it higher if we went bullish. I mean, Qs probably would rip higher this week if things went super well, but also doesn't. I mean, I wouldn't expect the RSP to sell down. I guess would be the other thing. VIX, a little bit of a higher move today. It's kind of like waiting for an explosion higher. But if we break down, I mean, this thing might drop off pretty good this week. A lot of built up pressure this week. DXY continuing higher again. Another high put in today. Okay, where is it? Is it through those 200? It is through the 200. So we had a little bit of a quick retest, not a crazy one. Anyways, DXY dollar index continuing a little bit higher. Gold just 4-day consolidation here and just popped again. Just crazy. Yields continue to put pressure. Good grief, man. There's so many things that are just starting to just building pressure on the market that is just not good. Anyways, yields continuing higher. The other thing I would say is with the JOLTS data that we got this morning, I would imagine it probably gave even a stronger confidence for rate cuts next week, a quarter point next week. So the fact that yields are continuing higher is probably just, man, it's just such not a good thing. 2-year yield continuing a little higher as well. 30-year continuing a little higher as well. As far as the 10 and 2 inversion, continuing a little bit higher. Okay. Let's check that 10 and 1, see how close we are getting. Because I'd imagine we are through it. All right. So the 10 and 1 is finally uninverted. I believe this is the last yield curve to uninvert. So I would say buckle in, buckaroos. Might start to see some real issues going forward. HYG, kind of talked about this yesterday, right on top of these moving averages, having a hard time getting through this 10 and 20 area. Probably not a bad spot to say a bearish position. And right now it looks like a decent play. Nice little gap down, a little bit of an upper wick today. Below that 50 EMA, it's also got, I mean, it's gotten through there before, but it bounced once it did. So it gets back down there again. Probably just going to drop through, maybe make a run to that 100 moving average. LQD, oh man, look at that huge, oh my gosh. Look at that gap down below the 200. Upper wick retest higher. Oh man, dropping off. Jeez, that is brutal look. Yeah, same thing there with the TLT. These things are saying yields are about to skyrocket because bond prices look so bad. I mean, we got through these choppy zones. We were choppy getting through these zones. I thought we'd have a little bit more consolidation, but man, they are brutally looking. Far as the sector rotation on the day, utilities underperforming. Okay, so utilities underperforming. Then we got energies also underperforming a pretty good amount. Real estate makes sense. Yields are higher. Discretionary is underperforming. That's interesting. Maybe Tesla had a really good past couple of trading days. Obviously Friday and yesterday. from their earnings. So maybe Tesla just kind of having a little give back moment there. Materials, staples, and financials underperforming in line with the market. Industrials, healthcare outperformers, tech, communications. And that is it. So, yep, seems like a lot of people are very optimistic about tech earnings this week. As far as intraday price action, communications outperforming, tech, industrials outperforming a pretty good amount. Discretionaries, a little bit of outperformance there, as well as materials. Staples kind of in line with the market there. Healthcare underperforming slightly. And then you got financials, utilities, with real estate and energies at the lower end of the day.